Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I want to share the journey of rebranding my personal brand, Raiken Profit. So if you've been following my videos or my channel over the last 9 years, 2,500 videos later, then you've seen the progression of, Steve Raiken, Raiken Profit, my channel, my business. I literally went from $25,000 in debt, broke as a joke. I didn't know anything about making money online or e-commerce. I was actually going to school at the time to be an x-ray technician. I was working full-time at the Cracker Barrel as a server. I was living at home with my parents. And since then, over the last 9 years, I've been able to take my net worth from negative $25K to $715,000 to date. At the time of this recording, from living at home with my parents to now having 2 rental properties. I just moved into my brand new house over here, so I have 3 properties, 6 figures, invested in the stock market, multiple businesses, online courses. I've grown my YouTube channel, and I don't share this to impress you, right? This isn't to brag, but just to showcase that I've literally gone from being a joke, being broke, literally feeling like I had no significance, no confidence, feeling down, depressed because I just didn't have any skills. I didn't really have a future, and I've learned so much through my reselling business, through creating videos on YouTube. And I really want to invest more into my personal brand. I want to invest more into teaching you guys and helping you guys. And this is like a passion project. One of the things I really have been wanting to do is I wanted to relaunch my website. I want to relaunch my podcast, just overall rebrand Raiken Profit, because I want this to be a long-term thing. And I want you guys to, come along for the journey, and I want you guys to help out. And when it comes to branding, whether you're running a reselling business and you have a brand, or social media, as in my example, Raiken Profit, the colors you use, the text, the typography, your logo, all of that is so important in giving people a feeling of trust, a feeling of, maybe clarity of what your content's about. It's so important. And for years I was like, who cares about brand and colors and logo and all that? But if you study some of the top brands out there, for example, Apple, or maybe like Chanel, think of your favorite clothing brand. They put so much time and effort into the meaning, into their logo, into their colors. And one of the things that I've been struggling with is, I don't really have like a logo that I use all the time. I don't have like a color scheme. I don't have, a text or anything that's unison. And anytime I create social media pages or web pages or a podcast or thumbnails, everything's all over the place. And I want everything to be more uniform. And I think it's gonna just really help with my overall brand, my identity. And I think it's gonna be able to help people more to be able to relate to, the type of content I'm creating. So over the next, 6 months or so, I'm gonna be pretty much redesigning, rebranding, and going really deep into just, diving into RebrandingRaikenProfit.com. And I'm gonna be sharing some logos, some color palettes, typography, a bunch of stuff with you guys. So if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. And the reason this is gonna be beneficial to you is one of 2 reasons. Number one, maybe you're a reseller. For example, let's just say you have a social media page, or maybe you're putting out wanted ads on Facebook or Craigslist, or you're putting out wanted ads on Nextdoor. Maybe you have, a little boutique shop or a thrift shop that you're running. You wanna make sure your brand invites people. You wanna make sure your brand, has meaning and purpose inside of it. You wanna make sure if you're sharing pages on Facebook or you're sharing pages on all the different platforms, that they all are uniform and come together as one. Also, if you're running a personal brand like me, it's very important as well. It'll make your life so much easier to have guidelines in terms of the text and typography, your color palette, your logo, all of that stuff. It really comes together. Now, this isn't gonna make me any more money short term, but having a brand that you stand behind, that you're proud of, I know for a fact that's gonna make a huge difference in my life, in my business, and help a lot more people as well. So where did I find someone to help me with this? So I actually hired an expert on Upwork.com. which is one of my favorite websites that I like to use for specific freelancers such as web developers, writers, things that are a little bit more high level. When I'm like hiring video editors and graphic designers and customer service and stuff like that, I like to use onlinejobs.ph. But I found somebody and we've been working together and it's been a really great experience. One tip of advice that I would give you is anytime you work with a creative, it could be a video editor, graphic designer, or someone in this situation where I'm working with a guy named Ali who is going to be helping me to rebrand, is you have to give them clarity in terms of what it is that you want to create. So you have to share a bit about who you are, what's your purpose, what are your products and services, how do you want people to perceive you, what services do you offer? I'm looking at a bunch of questions that I had to fill out. Where did you get the idea for starting your brand or your business? What motivated you? What's your ideal audience, age, gender, personality, income? These are very, very important because there's certain colors, there's certain text, there's certain logos that will essentially signify certain emotions and certain values as well. So anytime you do something like this, you wanna make sure you spend a lot of time really thinking through the strategy and the purpose of it and how you wanna come off. So I'm really excited about this. I just wanted to share a little bit about my plans. And again, if you're following me on Facebook or Instagram, or even if you're just subscribed, you can see through the YouTube community posts, I'm gonna be sharing some different logos, color palettes, text and whatnot. And I want you guys to come along on the journey and be a part of the rebrand for RaikenProfit.com because I'm in this for the long haul. I can't promise what my content's gonna specifically be about in 2, 3, 4 years. And the reason is because I'm changing, I'm evolving, I'm growing. Thinking back, 9 years ago, I was flipping bicycles on Craigslist. I didn't think I was gonna be doing anything else. I thought I was gonna be doing it the rest of my life, to be honest, because I loved it. And then I moved on to flipping clothing and selling, clothes from thrift stores and consignment stores. And then, I moved on to pawn shops and I was flipping from pawn shops, electronics, and, then I moved on to books and Kindle publishing. And throughout the whole time, I've always wanted to do real estate and I eventually got into real estate. And again, this isn't to impress you, but just to share the fact that I'm ever, growing and evolving, and I'm always gonna have reselling at my core. I'm always gonna have e-commerce and flipping items and making a profit, right? Raiken Profit, it's not named that for no reason. Raiken is my last name and profit is what I'm all about, right? But I can promise you that I'm gonna be here for you guys for the long haul and sharing my ups and downs, my wins and losses, everything that I'm going through, my challenges, what's working, what's not working. And I really wanna document more about my life and my goals and be as transparent as possible because again, I cannot thank you all so much for following this journey. And there's a lot of accountability in posting these videos on YouTube. And I say it all the time. Before I started reselling, before I started selling on eBay and flipping bikes on Craigslist, and now I'm flipping books and board games and DVDs and doing all different types of things via Amazon. Before that, I would quit any and everything that I got started with. I can't tell you how many little tiny side hustles and ideas and businesses that I had, and I would just never start or I would quit. I remember when I was dating a girl, I think I was 20 years old. I wanted to start a cleaning company, cleaning houses, and I thought it was a great idea, and it was, but I never took any action. I didn't have any accountability. I didn't understand how to set goals. I didn't know the value of investing in your education and chunking down a big goal into little bite-sized pieces that you make progress on. I always thought when I was younger, the way that I'm gonna, make money is I'm gonna have to, hit the lotto or have some crazy business idea where I build my own e-commerce platform like eBay or something. How many people do you know and they're like, the only way to make money is like, you have to have a huge, crazy idea. But that's not true at all. You could literally just have a simple idea like flipping items on eBay or Amazon or selling books or wholesale, whatever, something simple. And you could literally chip away, make 50 grand the first year, 70 grand the second year, 100 grand the third year. Maybe you make 150. You slowly make more money, you build more skills, you save, you invest in index funds, you invest in real estate, you invest in other businesses. Then maybe you build upon your business with a social media presence and you learn about affiliate marketing, creating your own products and services and coaching, and it's just absolutely amazing. I love, making content. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's tough with the comments. Sometimes I just don't feel like creating content because I don't want my personal space violated. You know, there's times where I love it and there's times where I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off. But overall, it's been a real blessing and I'm so grateful for you guys all following. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thank you so much for watching and contributing and helping in so many different ways. And I can't wait to add value and serve you for many more years. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and let's go on this journey together. Much love. Bye.